Hey, I'm really glad you're here because today I want to teach you a 2-minute process that can take you from fear, anxiety, and even depression. And it's the easiest thing you could possibly imagine. And as you do it, it pulls you out of how you're feeling in the moment to how you prefer to feel, a much lighter, more empowered state of being. So Tony Robbins, he's been teaching this for like 38 years, and it's super simple. And he says that whenever he feels negative or bad or sad or, oh my God, something didn't work, he changes his posture. He changes his posture. He jumps up and down. He yells at himself, or he sings a song that he really likes, and he gets really intense about it. But you don't have to get that intense just to pull yourself out of fear, anxiety, or even depression. And I'm going to teach you exactly how you do that. So if you're feeling fear or anxious or frustrated, you just sit back so that your spine is straight, tuck your chin in a little bit, and put your hands on your hips, or at least that general feeling. And as you do that, your chest comes out and opens. And as that happens, it's very difficult to stay in a negative feeling. When your heart is open, it shifts who you are, it shifts how you feel physiologically. So all you have to do is sit like this for a while and notice that it shifts how you're feeling. You know, if you're at work and you're having a bad day at work, just sit back in your chair and hold this posture. Now, the reason I say to do it for 2 minutes is because Harvard did a study where they had people come in and they were sad or depressed or whatever they said they were, and they would hold this posture. Actually, I don't know if they were sad or depressed or anything. What it was they would just have people come in and they would hook them up and they would do tests, like they would do blood tests and things like that before, and then they would have them hold this posture. It's called the power stance. And as you hold this posture, your chemistry changes. So after 2 minutes of holding this posture, everyone's cholesterol dropped by 30%. And as that happens, you go into a calm state. You start feeling safe. You start feeling like everything's okay. And all they did was hold this posture for 2 minutes. So knowing that there's that power, I want to give you that to practice. And as you practice it, it'll start to become a habit. Because Tony Robbins said that he just practiced it. Whenever he felt like he was in a down state or he noticed something was going wrong and he was feeling it, he would do all those intense things. Like he would hold that posture. It was before they did any studies on this. And even if you just start singing to yourself, open your chest and start singing a song that you really like, or humming. Just start humming a song that you really like. You're going to shift your physiology and you're going to shift how you feel. And as I've been teaching in these videos, the way to create anything you want is to hold the feeling or have the feeling that everything's wonderful. And we all think that we're stuck. We're not stuck. And it's easy to get back the freedom that you were born with. You were born with the freedom to feel good, to shift how you feel, to be in the moment, and to let go of the negative feelings that we think we have to hold on to. So in order to keep us safe, right? Okay. There's one other thing I wanted to tell you, and that is that there was another study at UC Berkeley. And that study was they had students come in and they would have them sit in a chair, just a normal posture. And before they did that, when they started the study, they had everyone say on a scale of 1 to 10, how depressed do you feel? 10 being the most depressed and 1 being, or 0, being not depressed at all. And they wanted to do this test for like 45 days. And all they had people do was come in, sit in a chair, normal posture, and smile. Just a normal smile. Not a big smile, not a crazy smile, just bringing your cheeks up, curving the corners of your mouth. That's all. And so they would have these students come in like every day for 45 days, and they would ask them again that, 0 to 10, how depressed are you? And they had to stop the study at 30 days. And the reason they had to stop the study was because everyone in the study reported that they were no longer depressed. So just coming in once a day, and they did this for 20 minutes. They would sit and smile for 20 minutes. And they did that every day for 30 days. And every one of them shifted from depression to feeling pretty good. So even depression is not something that you're stuck with and that you can shift easily with your physiology. Okay, these are things that you have to practice in order to make them part of you, in order to be able to shift quickly and easily. But even just practicing in that moment, you'll shift either in 2 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on how intense you feel like you need, or if you want to smile, or if you want to hold the power stance. But in any event, take these and practice them, because you have the power to shift how you feel all the time. And it just takes a little practice to get that going for you. Okay. Hopefully you like this video. If you'd like to work with me, I'll have a link in the description. And until the next video, have a great day.